I was thinking the other day, and someone asked me, "What do I do for a living?" That's like a typical question in England. It's like, "Hi, my name is Anna. What do you do for a living?" It's pretty much like that. And I stopped for a second because I was thinking about, does he want to know my full time job? Does he want to know one of my hobbies? Does he want to know one of my passions that it has to do with my last job that I dropped out? Because I was a little bit confused, but I still love doing that. Like, what do I do for a living? It's such a direct question, although for me, it's such like a vague question. So, my name is Anna, and this is my mini series about the struggles of being a creative. I just realized that I don't talk often about me, my origins, where I came from, and I'm Portuguese. Okay, I'm Afro-descended Portuguese. My parents they are from Africa, São Tomé, but I was born and raised in Portugal. I came to England in 2016 to study journalism. I ended up going to Luton. To be honest, I didn't even search. Like I was supposed to come in with a friend, and I never came by myself. So it was a little bit like, oh, I searched the city, so I'm just going there anyway. I ended up coming by myself. So I did journalism for 3 years. I love my course. I'm not gonna lie. I loved the fact that I learned so many different skills. We did like editing, magazine, and because I'm so used to work with Photoshop, it was very easy for me to dive into in design. So during this 3 year course, I was able to amplify myself and my skills. That's when I realized that I don't have like just one path. And in the end of the course, I ended up not pursuing journalism. I ended up pursuing more a creative area where I kind of don't know where I fit in. One of my most issues was me realizing that, wait, your English is not that great. How can you go from a very great Portuguese spoken written language from like a mid low basic English? Like it was so hard. I felt that I haven't spoke a lot about that like with friends. I always carry myself like everything is okay, everything is right. There's no issue with that. Like I'm still here. People still make jokes about the way that I would say a word, like, oh, it's not how we say in England. Like, and people that they just don't understand. Like I felt that only bilingual people and they had a very good communication their native language, and they end up going to and learning a new language where the communication not that great, they can understand and relate about this. So it was hard for me understanding that maybe I will need to change my dreams and think about something else besides being a journalist, because it might not go off. It's a question of like confidence. My confidence dropped that low because I was not able to carry myself how I wanted to carry myself, how I know that I can carry myself. And I felt that that was like a big struggle. So what I ended up doing was I ended up navigating to other skills, because for me going back to Portugal was not an option. For me going back to Portugal mean that I would not be succeeded in England and I needed to step down my dreams. I dived into photography and I loved everything that I done. Thinking about the best projects that I had, they were like so simple but they were so great. It was one with a friend, Daniela, that we done gel lighting studio. That time was so great. It was like the concept of doing it, me knowing that I was able to succeed in that. And then the editing was like amazing. And I was kind of like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is the result that I had. So this was amazing. Another good Photoshop that I done, and it was such a simple one. It was during lockdown. I done this Photoshop in my bedroom with Cesia. She used to live with me. And that was like very, very good. It was so simple. It was like I didn't have any equipment, so I opened the window of my room, so it was natural light. I put um a white backdrop behind. It was a white dress and it was like a rose, like handmade. It was like amazing. It was just like it because I love portraits. I feel like portraits they show so much and so little. It's kind of like you don't need to do like a lot. It's just simple pose. It's just like interpretation. Like I love portraits. Yeah, from there I love retouching. I started retouching very early when I was still a model. I used to just grab my pictures and just go to Adobe Photoshop and just like try. And I'm kind of like, oh, how can I do an eyeliner? And I'll do a eyeliner because some of the photographers back then they would just take pictures and that's it. And then from there, I started doing websites. It started with some. I think that I did free ones for my friends and on the beginning after uni just to try to see how it would be. And then I started charging and charging and charging more and more and more. And now I feel that I'm on the level that that I could do websites for living. It's like template based, but I added to match whatever I need to be instead of programming from scratch. So the biggest issue of having a lot of different skills is when it comes to job hunting. I always think, where do I fit in the industry? Like when I do a CV, what I'm going to prioritize, what I'm going to write as my job role. I feel that that it still is one of my big struggles. I have a couple of different CVs for each area, although I know that my skills combine, and it's kind of like if you're having a photographer, someone that can take pictures, someone can also can edit, someone can also can shoot. That's not like the best, and also can deliver social media. So it's kind of like if I work in social media, if I'm a content creator, like for let's imagine Instagram platform from a company, I know that I can manage everything. I can be social media manager. I can do content. I can be a content creator. I can do video. My struggle recently has been when I'm applying for jobs, what actually I'm applying for. Because I feel that the issue nowadays is job role names. They're very specific. But like a lot of jobs within the creative area, they are more than just that name. If I'm applying for, I don't know, content creator, I'll still be able to edit. So if he's like a photography content creator, I'm still going to be a retoucher. So you understand where I come from. So that's been my issue. I have like a couple of different CVs, don't get me wrong. I know that each area that I'm applying, it have like a CV focus and turn into that. But the competition is hard in London. That is so hard that often I know that I'm thinking, am I actually that good? Am I actually good at all? Do I actually know what I'm doing? Maybe that's the reason that I was not be able to find my dream job when it comes to everything, to be honest. I feel like the dream job is not just money. It's going to be like everything, like money, culture, relationships. But I live in London, so don't get me wrong. Like, I need to prioritize money. I need to prioritize money because every time that I leave my door to breathe, I'm paying the council tax, I'm paying the air. So, yeah, London is hard. London is hard. If you don't have minimum money to survive in London, you cannot do anything. And don't get me wrong, like the minimum wage, they should not allow the minimum wage, the national one, being the same one that they pay in London because it's not the same thing. The struggle is different. So, what can you expect from this mini series? This is not a podcast. This is a space where I want to build and I be true to myself. Maybe I can learn from other people, like help me with the struggles and be better. Like, be better is always the goal. I'll have a lot of confessions to make. I just want to be real and transparent and honest. Maybe someone can relate to that. I have a messy creative mind. But yeah, so if you want to watch the next episodes, Just follow me and subscribe and pay attention pretty much. Next episode is going to be Sunday 11 a.m. So just stay tuned. See ya.